Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 17th. And today I'm going to go back into something I haven't talked about in a while. And shame on me for not talking about it more. This is something that was like big in conversation for a long time. Then we get busy and it just seems to be part of what we do, but not part of what we're talking about. So first off, this week, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow actually for Salt Lake and go meet up with everybody and be prepared to do this, the End of Slavery tour. I'm the MC for this particular tour. I was in the Miami 2 months ago. Now we're hitting Salt Lake. After that, we've got a couple more stops. I think it's a total of 6. But this is Tim Ballard in Unmi Park. If you're not familiar with Unmi Park, here's how she spells that right here. Look at that. Go to endofslaverytour.com. Look her up. Her Joe Rogan podcast and the podcast she did with Jordan Peterson. Amazing information, guys. The information she has provided is the most expensive information that's ever been released, in my opinion, because of the lives that were lost to get it to us. So check this out. These are, of course, the foundation, those that have supported this. The Joe and Tim Fenton Foundation, that family foundation, is putting up a significant amount of capital to make this happen. My branch with Security National, we are also supporting this monetarily with every transaction that we close. So be sure that you go check this out. If it's coming to a city that just, I will announce it when they're releasing the next one so that you guys know where it's going to be at. And if you're in the area, you gotta come sign up, get your tickets, come see us. Here it's sold out. We got our first stop is going to be, see here, I can't remember where it's going to be, a big theater there, 500 people. That sold out like in 48 hours. Then we've got a second location on Saturday during the day, which is going to be a large park, which got a stage and all that kind of thing. And that is supposed to fit a couple thousand. I believe we've already exceeded that. So a lot of people are wanting to hear what's being said, and we are taking this on the road to everybody. Other thing that we need to be talking about a little bit more that I failed to talk about is here. So when you go back to my website, aaron.chapman.com, scroll down, go into the donate button. Should be talking about this all the time. Going to get myself fixed and not get myself thinking right. Not really fixed. I want to keep everything repaired, everything intact that I've got. So those who don't know about this, we have driven this particular goal to continue to contribute towards OUR and their missions. Now we have redirected some of what we do to other things for human trafficking. There's multiple different places that we're putting capital, but here is what our those who work with us have done. This is our donations that have come from people that have just donated directly as a result of the campaign that we have. And I would encourage you guys to keep doing this. Every time you close on an investment property, put that out there. You can see those people who have done that, people that have closed on investment properties and have contributed. And you can see my team right here. They went ahead and said it for my Christmas, right? Instead of giving me something, because they say it's really hard to shop for me. And I agree, because kind of if I already have all the stuff that I need. And so they did this, which was freaking awesome. My team had done this. And also my mom contributed. You can see her popping up here quite a bit. There's been a lot of amazing donations in here, large donations that people have put in there for this particular cause. Because why would you not? When you understand what's going on here, we have an attack on our families, on our children. When you start thinking about what's going on, not to get into politics, which I don't believe it. I don't even know why this is even politics to have this kind of conversation. When you start thinking about the attack that's happening on kids from pre-birth all the way up until them being trafficked or confused about who they are, there's just a lot going on here, and it coming after the kids in a big way. And if you don't believe that, look around, put your head up and just look around, just calmly look at stuff, right? Just think about being a child today and the confusion that's happening, man, and the extreme risk that it is to be a child walking around today. So we're going to do everything we can to continue to pour as much resources into this as we possibly can. And of course, bring awareness, as I have failed on the awareness part, and this is me repenting right here. So expect me to talk about that a lot more often. I'm going to have to remind myself, my team is going to have to bust my chops here and remind me to do that. Let's take a look at what we're looking at in the charts today. So here is where we're heading as far as that's where we've been. Let's just put it that way. We've been on this steady decline for a rather long period of time. We're all familiar with this chart, but this is encouraging to me in the sense that we have now what seems to have found a sideways channel. We've gotten away from the downward trend. It still has a lot of downward pressure. Look at this. We hit the top and we work our way back down. I'm hoping this is a good solid foundation that we've found here that we can bounce off of. If we go sideways in that channel, that's fine to me. I don't have a problem with that. Yes, their interest rates can be higher than what we've seen in the past. We're not going to have the 3s and the 4s. That's gone. That ship sailed a long time ago, guys. It's been sailed for, what are we talking about? Let's see how many months ago that ship sailed off. November-ish, October, November of last year, that particular ship sailed. So since that's the case, and we know that's gone, quit freaking out about the fact that that rate is no longer achievable, right? With inflation being what it is and it continuing to be on the rise, we are just damn lucky that the interest rates have paused where they are, especially with the Fed selling off their positions, divesting of them, some of the what they've invested in the mortgage-backed securities. We are in a very, very, very good spot. Take advantage of where we sit. I don't know how long we're going to stay here. I don't know how long we're going to sit in this particular point. But if you have an opportunity to lock something, lock it. Don't look back. Don't listen to the news when they say, oh, the rates just went down. Went down from what? Right? Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's go back to that chart. And so when they say it went down, right, that would be like if you hit right here and then it came back up and, yes, things improved a little bit. Therefore, interest rates may have improved on a very, very finite scale, not on the amount that it's going to have any influence over the rate. Now, the other part of it is you're talking about also what we need to be aware of is those who put the money up have hedged a little bit in the market. They're going to be a little bit more expensive than what they could be because of the potential risk of the downside. So improved over what? If you locked up here, right, and it improved from here to here, that's not enough improvement to do anything to your interest rate, right? And in all this channeling right here, we've seen nothing but a slowdown or a stop of the increases. We've not seen improvements to the extent that anybody recognized that. So the news just wants something to talk about, right? And they're going to talk about anything they possibly can trying to get watchers. Don't get suckered into it. Watch what we keep putting out. Be familiar with what we put out. Be familiar with what's going on in the market, and we'll let you know, right? But we got Scotty on board to watch this stuff and stay on top of this stuff to make sure that if it's a situation where you got a lock, he'll get you the best he can. We can't control the market. There's trillions of dollars influencing this market. We're just going to do the best we can with what we see. Talk to you on Friday, I hope. I'm going to be out there in Utah. That's the first day of the tour. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like. I'll do my damnedest to get something out so that you guys have something to go off of. Appreciate you. Go to the website, click the donate button. If you're closing deals, $50 ain't going to impact you, but it's going to impact somebody pretty heavily. Thanks, guys.